Good morning. Continuing with chapter number 13, that is direct and inverse proportion. Today, let's solve the remaining question of exercise 13.1. In our previous lecture, we have solved till question number 4 of exercise 13.1. So, next question, that is question number 5. A photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attains a length of 5 cm as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria? If the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only, what would be its enlarged length? Now it is given in the question that one photograph of bacteria is taken and which is enlarged 50,000 times, then its length is increased to 5 centimeter. So we have to find out what is the actual length of the bacteria. Another question is also asked that if again the photograph was enlarged 20,000 times, then what would be the enlarged length? So first we have to find the actual length of the bacteria, and then we will find that if it is enlarged 20,000 times, what will be the length. Now we don't know what is the actual length, so we write, let the actual length of the bacteria be x centimeter. We prepare a table because number of times photograph enlarge, then length in centimeter. Now when we are not enlarging, that is actual photograph that we are taking is number of times, that is 1 times, and length we have supposed is x because we don't know what is the actual length of the bacteria. Now when the photograph of that is actual bacteria is enlarged 50,000 times, then the length becomes 5 centimeter. So now you can see that the length increases with the increase in the number of times the photograph is enlarged. So therefore it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore 1 upon 50,000 equal to x upon 5. Yes. So this upon x1 upon y1 equal to x2 upon y2. Here x1 is 1 and y1 is 50,000. So x1 upon 1 upon 50,000 equal to x upon y. Now we will do cross multiplication. That is 5 we will take here up. So we will get, implies that x equal to 5 upon 50,000. Again you can cut 5 ones are 5 and 5 here, 5 ones are 5 and 4 zeros will get as it is. So we will get the value of x equal to 1 upon 10,000 centimeter. That is, we can write a, because we know that we have learned in exponent powers that this we can express in negative powers. That is x equal to 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter. Next, question number 6. Another part of this question, that is, now when, if suppose the actual length we got is 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter. Now suppose the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times, what will be the length? That is asked in the another question. So again we have number of times photograph enlarged and length in centimeter. So when the photograph is enlarged 50,000 times, the length of the bacteria becomes 5 centimeter. So if the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times, what will be the length? That is x. So we write, therefore 5 upon 50,000 equal to x upon 20,000. Therefore again we will do here cross multiplication. Yes, this we will multiply like this, cross. So we will get 5 into 20,000 equal to x into 50,000. Again we want to find the value of x only. This x only we want, we will transpose 50,000 on opposite side. So multiplication becomes division. Therefore we will get, implies that x equal to 5 into 20,000 upon 50,000. Now again you can cut these 4 zeros in numerator and denominator easily. So we will cut the 4 zeros. Now 5 ones are and 5 ones are. So what will be left? All the 4 zeros cut, 5 ones are cut. So what is left? That is 2. So we will get x equal to 2 centimeter. Thus, the enlarged length is 2 centimeter when the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times. Next, question number 6. In a model of a ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long is the model ship? Yes, you can see the figure. Actual mast of the ship is given as 12 meter high, and model means when we are preparing the doing the construction, we prepare the model for the same work what construction we have to do. So the model ship is, in that it is shown that the mast is 9 centimeter high. Now if it is given that if the ship is 28 meter in length, what will be the length of the model ship? So for the solution of question number 6, let the required length of the model of the ship be x centimeter, because we have to find the length of the model ship. So let it be is x centimeter. Now we prepare the table for the same. So the length of the ship and the height of the mast, because here we have to compare this only, that is length of the ship and height of the mast. Now when the length of the ship is 28 meter, the height of the mast is given as 12 centimeter. So suppose if the length of the ship is x, the height of the mast is shown as 9 centimeter. Since more the length of the ship, more would be the length of the mast. As the ship's length increases, the length of the mast will increase. If the length of the ship decreases, then if the length of the ship decreases, the mast of the ship will also decrease. Therefore, it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore, 28 upon x equal to 12 upon 9. Again, we will do the cross multiplication, that we will take 9 that side and x and opposite side. So, we will get implies that 28 into 9 equal to 12 multiplied by x. Again, we want to find only the value of x. We would transpose 12 on opposite side, and when we transpose 12 on opposite side, it will become division because it is in multiplication. So we get implies that x equal to 28 into 9 upon 12. Now further doing the reduction, cancellation as we can do, we know that yes, 4 3s are 12 and 4 7s are 28. Again 3 1s are 3 and 3 3s are 9. So x equal to 7 multiplied by 3 centimeter, that is equal to 21 centimeter. So here we will get the length of the model ship. Thus the length of the model ship is 21 centimeter. Next, question number 7. Suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 raised to 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in number 1 5 kg of sugar and number 2 1.2 kg of sugar? It is given that if there is 2 kg of sugar, in that 9 raised to 10 raised to 6 sugar crystals are there. You know that sugars, when we are buying, it comes in small minute crystal shapes, so that are called sugar crystals. So in 2 kg of sugar, there are 9 into 10 raised to 6 sugar crystals. We have to find that if the sugar is 5 kg, how many sugar crystals are there, and also we have to find that if sugar is 1.2 kg, how many sugar crystals are there. So for solution of number 1, let the required number of sugar crystals is x in 5 kg of sugar. So we prepare a table, that is we have weight of sugar and number of sugar crystals. So in 2 kg of sugar, we have sugar crystals as 9 into 10 raised to 6. So if the sugar is 5 kg, how many number of sugar crystals that we have, suppose x, so we write it as x. Since more the amount of sugar, more would be the number of sugar crystals. Therefore, it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore, 2 upon 5 equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 upon x. Yes, again we will do that cross multiplication. X will go there and 5 will go on right hand side. So we get implies that 2 into x equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 into 5. Now again we want to find the value of x. So here we will transpose 2 on opposite side, will become division. So we get x equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 into 5 upon 2 centimeter. Here you can see we cannot reduce this because we cannot cancel anything of numerator and denominator. So we write it further. Implies that x equal to 9 5s are 45. So we write 45 into 10 raised to 6 upon 2. Now when we divide 45 by 2, that is half of 45 is 22.5. So we get x equal to 22.5 into 10 raised to 6 centimeter. Now this is not in standard form. So we convert it into standard form, that is x equal to 2.25 into 10 raised to 7 centimeter. So this many of crystals will be present in 5 kg of sugar. Further, it is also asked that how many sugar crystals are there in 1.2 kg of sugar. So let's find for number 2, that is let the number of sugar crystals in 1.2 kg of sugar be y. We have now again weight of sugar and number of sugar crystals. So in 2 kg sugar crystals are 9 into 10 raised to 6. So for into 1.2 kg we have supposed that it is y. As more the weight of sugar, more would be the number of crystals. Therefore, it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore, 2 upon 1.2 equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 upon y. Again we do the cross multiplication. Y will go this side and 1.2 on opposite side. So we get implies that y 2 into y equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 into 1.2. Implies that again y equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 into 1.2 upon 2 centimeter. Here you can cut 2 with 1.2. We know 2 6 are 12. So we'll write 2 6 and point is before one digit. So we get 0.6. And when we multiply, that is y equal to 9 into 10 raised to 6 multiplied by 0.6 centimeter. Implies that y equal to 5.4 into 10 raised to 6 centimeter. So thus the number of sugar crystals are 5.4 into 10 raised to 6 centimeter in 1.2 kg sugar. Next, question number 8. Rashmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometer. She drives on a road for 72 kilometer. What would be her distance covered in the map? Now it is given that for when we are mapping something. So it is given that in the road map the scale is taken as 1 centimeter equal to 18 kilometer. Now Rashmi is traveling 72 kilometers. So for 72 kilometers, how much scale you will show in the map? That it is asked. So for the solution of question number 8, let the required distance covered in the map be x centimeter. So we have a table that is actual distance covered on the road in kilometers and distance covered on the map in kilometer. So when Rashmi is traveling 18 kilometer on road, the distance shown in the map is 1 centimeter. So if the distance traveled by Rashmi is 72 kilometers, the distance represented in the map in centimeter is x. It is written kilometer, but actually this is shown in centimeter. So dear students, please write this as centimeter, don't write as kilometer. This is centimeter. So please write in centimeter because in map it is shown in centimeter only. As it is a case of direct proportion, because as the number of kilometers increasing, the distance represented in the map also increases. So it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore 18 upon 72 equal to 1 upon x. Again we do cross multiplication, that is 18 into x equal to 1 into 72 implies that x equal to 1 into 72 upon 18. Now we know that 18 ones are 18 and 18 fours are 72. Therefore x equal to 4 centimeter. Thus the required distance on the map is 4 centimeter. Next question number 9. A 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole cast a shadow 3 meters 20 centimeter long. Find at the same time, number 1, the length of the shadow cast by another pole 10 meter 50 centimeter high, and number 2, the height of a pole which cast a shadow 5 meter long. Okay, it is given that one pole of height 5 meter 60 centimeter is showing a shadow of 3 meter 20 centimeter, and we have to find that at same time if another pole is also there which is having the height of 10 meter 50 centimeter, what would be its shadow, and if the height of the pole, we have to find if the shadow is 5 meter long. So for solution of question number 9, let the required length of the shadow be x centimeter. We have now height of the pole and length of the shadow. Now when the height of the pole is 5 meter 60 centimeter, that is 560 centimeter, the length of the shadow is 3 meter 20 centimeter, that is 320 centimeter. So if the height of the another pole which is given as 10 meter 50 centimeter, that is 1050 centimeter, we have supposed that the length of the shadow is x. As the height of the pole increases, the length of the shadow also increases. Therefore it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore 560 upon 1050 equal to 320 upon x. Again we do the cross multiplication, x on left hand side and 1050 on right hand side. That is, we'll get 560 into x equal to 320 into 1050. Again we want to value of x only, so we transpose 560 on opposite side, that is multiplication becomes division. Implies that x equal to 320 into 1050 upon 560. Now here you can see, again we can cut 0 110 here. Now we can cut, yes, this 8 4s are 32 and 8 7s are 56. Again 7 1s are 7, and this we can cut because 7 1s are 7, 7 5s are 35 and 0. So x equal to 4 into 150 centimeter, therefore x equal to 600 centimeter. So the length of the shadow of a pole 10 meters 50 centimeter is 600 centimeter. Thus the length of the shadow is 600 centimeter, that is equal to 6 meter. Now another we have to find the height of the pole if the shadow is given as 5 meter. So let the required height of the pole be y centimeter. We have height of the pole and length of the shadow. When the height of the pole is 560 centimeter, the length of the shadow is 320 centimeter. So if the height of the pole is y centimeter, the length of the shadow is 5 meter, which is equal to 500 centimeter. It is also a case of direct proportion, because as the height increases, the length decreases in both the cases. Here you can say if the length is increasing, the height will also increase. Therefore 560 upon y equal to 320 upon 500. Again we do the cross multiplication, that is 500 will go on left hand side and y will go on right hand side in multiplication both, because division becomes multiplication when transposed on opposite side. Therefore, 560 into 500 equal to 320 into y. Again, we transpose 320 on the left hand side. So, it will become division. So, we get implies that y equal to 560 into 500 upon 320. Again, we can cut 0, 0 will be 0, 0 will be cut. Now, 8 4s are and 8 7s are, and again 4 1s are this, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and 4 5s are 20. So we get here 7 into 125. Therefore, y equal to 7 into 125 centimeter implies that y equal to 875 centimeter. Thus, the required height of the pole is 875 centimeter, which is equal to 8 meter 75 centimeter. And the last question of the exercise, that is question number 10. A loaded truck travels 14 km in 25 minutes. If the speed remains the same, how far can it travel in 5 hours? It is given that a truck is traveling 14 km in 25 minutes. And if the speed of the truck is same, means it is not moving very fast or very slow, how much distance the truck travels in 5 hours? It is asked like this. Therefore, for solution of question number 10, let the required distance to be traveled in 5 hours, that is 300 minutes, be x kilometer. We have distance in kilometer and time in minutes. So when the distance travelled by the truck is 14 kilometer, the time taken by the truck is 25 minutes. So if the distance travelled by the truck is x kilometer and the time is taken as 300 minutes. Since the speed is constant, therefore for longer distance more time will be required. Therefore, it is a case of direct proportion. Therefore, 14 upon x equal to 25 upon 300. Again, we do the cross multiplication. 300 will go on left hand side in multiplication and x will go on right hand side in multiplication. That is implies that 14 into 300 equal to 25 into x. Again, x will push 25 on the opposite side. That is 25 will move here and it will become in division, because multiplication becomes division on transposits. That is implies that x equal to 14 into 300 upon 25. We know that we can cut 25 into and 300. That is 25 ones are 25, and here also we will get 25 ones are 25 and 5 will be left. So 25 twos are 50. That is implies that x equal to 14 multiplied by 12 kilometer implies that x equal to 168 kilometer. Thus, the required distance covered by the truck is 168 kilometer in 300 minutes. Dear students, please copy this in your regular CW. Thank you.